When you first start the 3Play system, you are brought to the home page. Here you have a variety of options available on the menu ring. Let's start by looking at the Help icon. Here you have access to the user guides for all of the products available in the system, including the 3Play itself and the Animation Store Creator. These are searchable PDF files. If you wish to print them, please visit our website at newtek.com and go to the Support pull-down and select Updates and Downloads. Here you will find all user guides and you can read them or print them from here. It's better to print from an external computer to avoid having to load printer drivers. Using the About box, you can find the build number, which you might need if you're calling for support. This is also where you find the license agreement. Now, let's look at the Utilities menu options. Register will allow you to register the 3Play system. Registering your system is important, as failure to do so will result in a watermark appearing on the outputs. To remove the watermark, register the unit. To register the unit, you will need the serial number of the unit found here. Once complete, you will get an unlock code. That is entered here. Write these numbers down and keep them in a safe place. If the system has an active internet connection attached to it, you can register online. Click Register and follow the prompts. If the 3Play system does not have an internet connection available, you can go to another computer that has an internet connection and go to this URL and register the unit, but you will need the serial number and the product ID found here. Now, when you get the unlock code, again you enter it here. If you have no internet connection available, you can also call support services at 800-862-7837 in the US, or you can call +1 210-370-8452 outside of the US and register over the phone. Again, you will need a product ID and serial number, and they will give you the unlock code. Online registration can happen 24/7, but support services is only open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Update icon will check for any updates if your 3Play system is online. If there is an update available, it will be shown to you and it will ask you if you'd like to install it. Do not do manual updates to drivers or Windows, as this may cause undesirable results. Any updates to Windows will be added within a NewTek 3Play update. There is a utility to defrag your hard drives available if needed. 3Play also has a comprehensive integrated restore feature. Operators can easily restore to factory defaults or create a custom drive image to restore from. Restoring using the original restore partition will bring you back to original factory defaults, and this will remove any updates that have been applied. This process will not erase any content from the media drives. Once custom content has been created, such as custom transitions using Animation Store Creator, this content is backed up in a system drive backup. So a restore from this backup will bring back all content and updates that have been applied, not just the factory defaults. If this content is not backed up, it will be lost forever on a restore to factory defaults. Remember to set the interface monitors to run at 3Play's maximum resolution of 1920 by 1080 if possible, but you can run at a resolution of 1600 by 1050 if you need to. The shutdown menu has three options: restart to restart the entire system, including the operating system; shut down to shut down the entire system and power off; and exit to Windows to gain access to Windows. The Open icon also has three options. Here you have access to any existing session on the system, drive options, and eject options. The New icon is for creating a new session. Here you can name the session. Let's call this one 4800 Training. If you don't name a session, it will use today's date. If you start multiple sessions that way within the same day, it will use that day's date and sequentially number them. Next, you can choose to start a default session or use another session as a template. A template would load all of the camera connection types minus the content. This is great to start up a new show but maintain all of your camera settings from the last show. For instance, you can start a session called Morning Show and set up all of the cameras and recording preferences. Then exit the morning show and go back to new. Use the morning show as a template for the evening show, and all of the cameras and preferences are set up, and you just need to add the new content. Next, you can configure what streams get recorded to what drives. Remember, no more than 2 streams per drive. Recording should only be done using an internal media drive or an external eSATA drive for the best drive speed. The configuration of what streams go to what drives can only be done here. This cannot be changed once you are in a live session. We're going to do a 4-channel redundant session, and this is going to put streams 1 and 2 going to media drives D and F, and streams 3 and 4 going to E and G, creating an automatic backup for us. Next, select the session drive. This drive will house all of the session setup data. Next, choose a video standard. Multi-standard machines will allow you to choose to work in NTSC, NTSC-J for Japan, or PAL. Single standard machines only work in NTSC. Once you choose a video standard for the session, all inputs and outputs will match this video standard. You cannot mix PAL and NTSC in a session. Then you choose a session resolution. This will be the output resolution of all video outputs on the system. Once all the variables have been set up, you are ready to create a session. Click on Create Session to go to the Sessions page. The Sessions page allows you to prepare for the session by doing things like importing and exporting media. You might want to be able to add video clips for commercials or bumpers, or add stills or music for use in highlight reels. Hit the Import Media button. This will open the Import Media Requester. Now hit the Add button. Now you can navigate to any drive attached to the 3-play. Navigate to where your media is and select it, and then hit Open. Now you see your clips in the Media Import list. The 3-play will allow you to import many types of video formats and resolutions. Some clips can be played natively with no conversion, and some will need to be transcoded before playback in 3-play. When importing video clips, 3 things can happen. 1, the clip adds to the list, and the transcode button is off and ghosted. This means that the clip will play with no conversion. 2, the clip loads, and the transcode button is on and ghosted. This means 3-play knows it needs to transcode the clip on the way in, and it will do so. 3, the clip loads and the transcode button is off but not ghosted. This means 3-play thinks it can play the clip with no conversion. You can import the clip with no conversion and test playback. If there is an issue, you can re-import the clip and transcode for smooth playback. You can load video clips, audio clips, and stills into the media importer. You can use MP3 or WAV audio files and JPEG images. You can repeat this process to add different media types from several locations, all in one import session. Once you have your media loaded into the import requester, hit the Import button. You will see the progress of the clips as they are imported. Once everything is imported, the Import Media Requester is empty again. Close the requester. You should use the D, E, F, or G drives in the removable drive bays as your media drives. External drives can be used only if they are eSATA and attached via the eSATA ports. Don't try to use a USB drive to record or playback from. It's not fast enough. Along the top of the session page on the right side, you will see a few icons for social media sites and more. Click on any part of these icons or click on the gear to launch the Account Configuration panel. This is where you can enter the information to log onto your social media sites or FTPs and local storage options. Log into Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube using your username and password. Here, You can set a local drive or a network drive as a destination for any shared media, allowing editors or social media techs to edit the content during the event. You can also log into an FTP site and upload shared media here. When working with shared media, you have the option of applying a watermark, which can be any image with Alpha Channel. This watermark will appear on any shared media where this feature is selected. When copying files to FTP or local drives, you have the option to prepare for web, which will take the 100 megabyte per second MPEG file wrapped as a QuickTime and convert it to a web format which is much smaller and easier to transport. We will discuss exporting media when we exit the session and have some events to work with. Now you are ready to start a session. Click on the Start Session button to enter the live desktop.